channel. I am Timmy Trinkle, and the next movie review in the National Lampoon's franchise is Christmas Vacation. This movie was released on December 1st, 1989, and is a Christmas comedy that received mixed to positive reviews from critics. Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4 stars. It has a 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb, a 66% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 93% on Google. The movie had a $25 million budget, and it made $71.3 million at the box office. The movie was directed by Jeremiah S. Chechik and written by John Hughes, and it stars Chevy Chase, Beverley D'Angelo, Juliette Lewis, Johnny Galecki, Randy Quaid, Miriam Flynn, Cody Berger, Alan Hamilton, Nicholas Guest, and Brian D. Murray. This movie is again about the Griswold family, and of course, before we get into anything else, the Griswold children have been replaced once again. Juliette Lewis plays Audrey, Johnny Galecki plays Rusty. Juliette Lewis, she's done a lot of movies. You know who she is. Johnny Galecki, if you don't know who he is, then I don't know what the hell you've been doing. He starred in Roseanne for many seasons. I wanted to say it was from maybe season 3 or 4 and on through the rest of the series. Let me know in the comment section below. I can't remember when he first appeared. I want to say it was maybe season 3 or 4, but let me know. But he plays Rusty in this movie. He's also in my favorite comedy of all time, The Big Bang Theory. He played Leonard in that TV show, if you didn't know. And he's done a lot of other movies as well. But he plays Rusty in this movie. Clark, he is getting ready to go on Christmas break along with his family. And he wants to have the Griswold family Christmas at his house. And he has everything planned out. In fact, he's going to be putting 25,000 Christmas lights on his house, along with many other things. But the first thing they do in this movie is they go get the Griswold family Christmas tree. Out in the middle of nowhere, he forgets to bring the saw, so he has to dig up the tree and put the tree all across the car, which is hysterical. And then before they even get the Christmas tree, he has a back and forth with these guys in the truck, which is hilarious. But speed forward, they get the tree home, and their snooty neighbors, Todd Chester, who is the neighbor. You have his wife as well, who despise the Griswolds. They're not very much of a Christmas thing. But when they pull into their driveway, Clark is trimming the tree, or getting ready to trim the tree, and they ask him where they're going to put the tree that big, and he lifts up his mask and says, "Bend over and I'll show you." And he's like, "You have a lot of nerve talking to me like that, Griswold." And he's like, "I wasn't talking to you." And then the guy looks at his wife, and he turns the saw on and just goes to town. But him trimming that tree, the tree was so huge. When he cuts off the ropes, all the branches stretch out, break through the windows and everything. And yeah, it's just crazy. But eventually he gets the tree trimmed to looking nice and perfect. Then along comes the family. He has his mom and dad. Ellen has her mom and dad. Of course, they like to bicker back and forth about who's going to get what spot and all these different things. But I love the new characters in this movie. Of course, we have some of the same old characters. Cousin Eddie and Catherine show up with their 2 kids, Rocky and Ruby Sue. And then they show up in this big old nasty RV, which just looks so beautiful, parked in the driveway. And while the family's there, there's some great things going on in this movie. Cousin Eddie, who doesn't know better. He's emptying his chemical toilet into the um, and doesn't know that if it fills up with gas, it could cause an explosion if someone lights a match or whatever. But he's just standing out there doing his business. The neighbors come out, they smell the feces and everything, and he wishes them a Merry Christmas and says, "The shitter is full." That's one of the classic lines in this movie. This movie is filled with quotable lines. My favorite one comes later on in the movie, which we'll talk about here shortly. But Christmas Vacation is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. I watch it every year during the Christmas season in December. I watch it every Christmas morning, of course. Um, and if there's really nothing else on, since I do own it, I will sometimes just watch it just for the hell of it. This is a classic Christmas movie, and yeah, it's perfect. I have no issues with this movie, of course, and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 and 2 thumbs up. But again, this movie, Clark is supposed to get a Christmas bonus, and his boss, played by Brian Doyle Murray, Frank Shirley, decides to do away with bonuses that year and gives him a free year worth of membership to the Jelly of the Month Club instead of getting the bonus, because Clark was going to buy and put in a pool for everybody. But he doesn't get that, and he goes off. And he goes on one of the best tirades of all time, cursing. I could say it right now, but um, I don't want to really spoil anything if you haven't seen the movie, which I don't know, it's over 30 years old, but it is one of the best scenes in this movie, besides Clark's little dream about having the pool already in, and he's dreaming about the girl that he meets at one of the clothing stores. He has a great interaction with her as well. The movie is it's just filled with laughs. I really don't understand the 66% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know how they're not laughing in this movie. This movie is hysterical. But to each their own, though. It's not for everybody. But this is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. And this is by far the best movie so far in the franchise. We got 2 movies to go, so we'll see what happens. But other than that, in the comment section below, if you've seen the movie, give me your thoughts and opinions. And where does it rank among your best Christmas movies of all time? And I'm not just talking Christmas comedies. I'm talking all Christmas movies. Where does it rank? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe today for more content. If you like this review, hit that like button. But stay tuned. I got 2 more movies to review in this franchise. I thank you guys for watching, and check you later.